Hello again, everyone. This is Gilmer, and this is episode 17 of my Let's Play Kingdom Come Deliverance. As a matter of fact, I think I am going to go into settings. Actually, they're not set on very high, actually. They're all just set on high. But anyway, so I was going to see if I couldn't up the frame rate. This game looks very, very nice, though. Look at the detail on this cart. And the detail on this horse manure. So, yeah, when we last played, we had just come off an all-night bender with the Father Godwin. And then I did the sermon for him, and the crowd loved it, and it got us off the hook, and he helped me out, and now I know where I need to go to look for the next piece of the puzzle, so to speak. I'm still hunting the raiders from Neuhof, who killed Smell and killed a bunch of horses and killed a bunch of people. And right now, we are going to Ledetchko to seek out a fellow named Reeky. And Ledetchko is not uncovered on our map yet. But it tells me to go here, which is just across. I mean, it's like it's across two rivers, but it's really just one river that goes around like this. So, yeah, not that far away from Reeky. It's actually the next town over, I guess.
Yeah.
So we will get there as quick as possible, scout around, see what we can find out, and see if we can't track down Reeky. And you know what? I just took the wrong turn. I was supposed to go this way. So, this game is just amazing. For all its warts, and I don't consider there to be that many warts.
Yeah.
It's just amazing how it looks, if you ask me. The trees don't blend in, you know how you see some games and the trees blend in and it's just one big mass of green. You actually, when you look at a forest, even from pretty far away, it looks like a real forest. The lighting seems pretty good. I mean, look, I'm no expert on this. I'm just a gamer like everybody else, but I haven't really seen anything like this since I've been playing, and nothing that's really captured me the way this one has. And I tell you what, they've got a sequel coming out. I don't know anything about it. I don't think hardly anybody knows anything about it. There is one YouTuber that has been kind of trying to sleuth out some details, but it's been pretty scarce on details. We do know that they have been scouting out other places, just like they did when they did this game, and we also know that they employed again the I don't know what you call it, the people that choreographed the sword fighting. They employed them again to do some more of the and it's not just sword fighting. It's where they put little sensors all over your body so that they can kind of record your body and then put it into the game. That's what they do. So yeah, it sounds very, very fascinating. And the head guy, I guess, Daniel Vavra, he has been, he's kind of been seen around looking at places and doing some stuff, and they also hired a bunch of people. So we expect this this sequel to be coming out. And if they don't try to reinvent the wheel, I would say it would be coming out within the next 2 years. But if they try to reinvent the wheel, it might take a couple years longer. I don't know what they could do to improve on the game other than, getting rid of some of the bugs. Like I said, not anything huge that I would, there's nothing game breaking to me in this game. There's no bug that's game breaking. We had that one where we were given the name of Limy Lubish when we really shouldn't have been, but I don't consider that game breaking. And look at this icon. Let's take a look at this. I've got a severe hangover. You have a splitting headache and a feeling of great regret. A hangover reduces your strength, agility, vitality, speech, and charisma, and makes you more conspicuous. The degree of these negative effects, it depends on how much you drank and how... Oh, I can drink a Marigold Decoction and get rid of it. I think that's what I'll do. Because... There you go. It's gone. It fixes it immediately for some reason. But as I was saying, this game has no huge game-breaking faults that I've noticed. There are a few glitches. There are a few glitches on when you're walking up steps. Sometimes you have a little bit of trouble. And, sometimes quests are a little gimpy, a little goofy. But most of them are pretty good. When it first came out, there were some pretty bad bugs, but they worked through them. They got them fixed, and I'm really looking forward to the sequel. And here's another bug: these random horses that are sitting out in the middle of nowhere. But like I said, that's not game breaking. It just makes me wonder what the hell they were doing. Maybe they got drunk and walked home. So this is Rattay. We're back in Rattay. Okay, my horse is breathing a little hard. I know I don't have a lot of people watching these videos, but there are some that watch it. Are you interested in me doing side quests? Because I'm pretty well versed on pretty much all of the side quests. It would take a lot longer, obviously, if I did all the side quests. You do want to do some if you actually play the game, because doing all the side quests helps you skill up the way you need to skill up. Oh, this is a good time to finish this quest up. Hello there, Bertold. Excuse me.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Thank you, sir. I have the nightingales for you.
So, I prowled around for a while, and I have something for you.
Wonderful! How many did you get?
All three.
So that's all of them. Excellent. Let's hope the burden never hears about my little mistake.
Let's hope not.
Thank you, lad. Here's something for your efforts.
Okay, and we got a hunting skill up.
Good luck, then.
So, and we got a little bit of money and a little bit of arrows. So, let's take a look at our hunting. Hunting, this one is a really, really good perk. Wild animals will be less skittish when you're close. That is almost you have to have it to do any of the meat gathering. I think I'll take antlers, because you don't do that much hunting, and I wouldn't suggest doing that much hunting except the hunting that you do for tasks, because I don't know that the deer and boars regenerate as quickly as you might want. So you kind of have to hunt around for them. Which which reminds me I do have that gather something or other for Alex. Let's see. Scavenger. No, not scavenger. Rob the rich, give to... No, that's not it. Ruin, no. Oh, maybe I haven't even talked to him yet. Well, that's good. That's fine. We'll run into him at some point.
Yeah.
So the first place we want to go, I guess, is the tavern in Ledetchko, and see if anybody there knows Reeky. Because, I mean, that's where everybody goes to gossip. So if he's somebody they gossip about, then that's where we need to go. So I'm going to take a left here, go over the river here. Actually, it's almost like it's two rivers here, but it's really just one. It just splits up. And then I'm going to hang that left that I always talk about. Horse is breathing hard again. I really need to upgrade my horse. How much money do I have? 2.3k. That's not quite enough to get the best horse. I think I need about 3.6 or 7k to get the best horse. So we'll just keep on. He's breathing heavy again. Man, he literally can't go a tenth of a mile before he starts breathing heavy. So if you remember where this is where I take the shortcut, where I was going to the forest of Brannick, and where I hunted that one camp of bandits, and also the Nightingales. They were down that way, but I'm going this way because the town of Ledetchko is this way, and this is where it's telling me to go. So as you can see, it's not very big, but it has some information here that I want.
Yeah.
And if I have to beat it out of somebody, I will. But I don't think I will. Have to. That is. Okay, so we did discover the town of Ledetchko. We discovered the blacksmith grindstone. Blacksmith. There's an archery range. You can do a little quest here to win some money. I'm going to clean up a little. These are the baths. It says you discovered lodgings. Lodgings are over there. These are the baths. Let's talk to her.
Greetings. What do you need?
Use a bathroom.
I'd like
services.
to order something here.
And what is it you'd like?
Have a bath.
Get myself fixed up a bit. Have a bath and get my clothes washed.
As you wish. Do you have the coin?
Ma'am, I have plenty of coin.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Good luck then.
I feel like new. And then something that I had not done is put on my helmet, because I had it off for when I was doing the sermon. Okay, so here is the inn. So oh, these guys are bandits.
I just don't get it.
What don't you get?
Uh-oh.
Why do we have to sniff around for some stinking tanner? Can't we just leave him be?
Don't be such a knucklehead. Of course we can't leave him be. Runt would slit your throat if he heard you.
Right.
But he's just some cowardly peasant. What can he do to us?
You really can't get it into your thick skull, can you? It's about our fucking reputation.
How can it help our reputation? Folk already shit themselves when they see us.
God-fearing folk, maybe. But in this trade, even your own people have to be afraid of you. Otherwise, they might get the idea they can do without you. Get it?
All right. But that fellow ain't one of us, though.
You moron. That's just why we have to get him, right? So no one else tries it on.
It's all the same to me. I'll skewer him anyway. Just I can't be bothered looking for him.
Well, while we're at it, did you ask about him at the village?
Aye. Nobody knows where he is. Seems he's always wandering off somewhere.
We'll wait and see what the chief says then.
The chief and Runt. They sound like they're part of the Runt gang that,
I'm looking for a fellow called Reeky. Do you know him?
Reeky? You mean Hinnock, the courier's son?
Maybe. Do you know where I might find him?
He's not usually around here. Try asking at his home, but I hope you got a thick skin. The old courier ain't exactly charming.
Okay, we've got another lead. Do you...
So you know this Hinnock. Can you tell me something about him?
Not much, I confess. Most of the village folk avoid him like the plague.
Why's that?
No one with a nose likes spending too much time around tanners. And that Reeky keeps bad company. I've never heard a good word said about him.
Oh, okay.
What can you tell me about the old courier?
He's as cantankerous as a hog in a thorn bush. He won't talk to anyone.
Okay.
Why do they call Hinnock Reeky anyway?
He's a tanner, isn't he? If you're ever downwind of him, you'll understand. Tanning isn't a trade for the weak of stomach.
True enough, but not every courier gets cursed with a name like that.
Well, Hinnock's nature's no sweeter than his smell.
Of course we can't leave
So
him
Tanners,
Runt would slit your throat.
Executioner and Tanner and Knacker, all of them, a lot of times, were combined into one person in some small villages. Considered a very dishonorable
Folk already shit themselves when they see us.
along with the Knacker and with the Executioner.
Even your own people have
How
to
come
be
he...
afraid of you.
Yeah.
Why has he got such a bad name?
Otherwise, they might get the idea they can do
Well,
without you.
like his old man, he doesn't talk much to anyone. And then he's always skulking off somewhere. I heard he got a taste of the pillory in Rattay for thieving.
no one else
And
tries
in
it.
Neuhof, he got boozed up in the alehouse with his cronies. And they beat up some merchants.
So a bit more than high spirits.
While we're at it,
Just
did you
so.
ask about him
We're
at
all
the
honest folk here.
Aye.
And we've no use for the likes of him.
Seems he's always
Do
wandering
you know
off
that there are a
somewhere.
couple of
We'll wait
bandits
and
just
see what the chief says then.
next table to you?
Don't tell me there's not a single person who talks to him.
He's been seen around with one of the bathhouse wenches. Adela, I believe she's called.
Oh, I just came from there. I don't think there's anything else now. There we go. Do you not notice these guys over here talking like they're going to kill somebody? But let us. What time is it? Ooh, it's 3 o'clock. Sorry. Excuse me. Bath maid. Here we
Hey,
go.
is someone there?
Yes, it's me.
God save. How may I help you? Good night.
Oh, Reeky.
I heard you've been seeing Hinnock, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men?
God, no, nothing like that. It's just that you're the only one in the village who sees
What's
Hinnock,
going
so
on
I came
there?
to ask you about him.
Aye, I've seen him often enough.
I'm talking to
I don't know
Adela.
what I could tell you about him.
Where can I find Hinnock?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
Should I say I'm a friend of Hinnock's? I just was asking. It sounds like he's up to something.
He goes to the woods from time to time. That smells fishy to me.
What do you mean? There's no law against it, is there?
With all the footpads, looters, cumans, and God knows what other vermin around, it's not the sort of thing an honest man would do.
But Hinek doesn't have anything to do with those people.
Oh, really? Then what does he do there? I don't imagine he's gathering mushrooms.
I really don't know what you want from me. So Hinek is a bit odd and sometimes he goes off into the woods. So what?
Okay.
When did you last see him?
A few days ago. He came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening?
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He kept prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubish who died. That he was regretting he ever got into it, but he never said what it was. And that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye, and then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave. Or he'd go with me and we could get married and such. Oh, just poppycock.
Did you go there for a look?
No, I've got better things to do. Obviously he made it up. Where would a layabout like him get so much coin?
Yes, I understand.
By being a criminal?
Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding, in the western corner.
All right, thank you. Is it true?
What?
Other whores wouldn't go with him even for money?
The other bathhouse girls are honest, so I don't know. The truth is, I felt a bit sorry for him. Folk don't like him, but it's only 'cause his old man is a grouch and a tanner.
So you only felt sorry for him?
Both of us are the black sheep of the village.
There's nothing more between you?
No, nothing. Maybe Hinek thinks differently, but that's how it goes.
Yeah. All right.
Take care.
I've gotten everything I could get out of her. Let's get out of here
Who's there?
because they keep questioning why I'm back here. So, I am supposed to find Hinek's father, or Reeky's father. Reeky's stash. Talk to Reeky's father. Track down Reeky. So he's back over the river. Okay, I see a little marker. This must be it. Let's talk to this man. You, old man.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Let's talk about...
I'm looking for your son. Any idea where he might be?
I don't know nothing.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes? It's important.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick and Harry?
Well, that's true, but I...
Watch your tongue, peasant. I'm an envoy of Sir Radza Kabila, and this is an official investigation. Stop trying to put me off and tell me where your son is right now.
I apologize if I offended you, young man. But still, I don't know where Hinek is. He turned up at the house a while back, but then he vanished again in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went? What?
Look, it's been clear to me for a long time that my boy was headed for the gallows. But I'm still his father, right? And you can't expect me to rat on my own son.
If you value your son's life at all, you better pray I find him, because I'm not the only one looking for him.
That's no surprise. But what of it? If you're here on behalf of Sir Radzig, there's nothing waiting for Hynek but the gibbet.
Which is the hangman.
It doesn't have to be that way. If Hynek cooperates, he can save his neck.
I can't say you put my mind at ease. But to hell with it. I'll tell you what I know. All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hynek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. Don't you have any clue at all where his hideout could be?
I really don't know nothing about that. I could tell when he'd come from there, is all.
How's that?
'Cause every time he brought some hides for tanning and money.
He had money because he sold the stuff right away?
I suppose. He never kept any of his loot here.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No. But the innkeeper came here now and again and gave him coin. Of course, it could have been for me.
All right. I'll ask at the inn then. What more do you know?
Nothing! I swear to God Almighty, I've said all I know. Hynek never told me nothing.
Bloody hell. Start using your head or I'll never find Hynek. How much time did he spend away? What was he wearing? How did he look when he came back? Anything?
Well, he came and went at all sorts of hours. I really don't know. Except maybe one thing. He'd come home scratched with brambles and with leaves and muck on him.
So he probably went through thick woods to get to that place.
I reckon. What do I know?
Okay.
Go. And if he's really in as much shit as you say, please, try and find him.
Okay. He's not such a bad old guy. He loves his son, no matter how much his son is screwed up. Now let's go find that money. But let's don't do it while that guy's paying too much attention. Let's see. Let's get the spade. Start digging. There's a bag here. 115 groschen and a bloody garment. So we found Reeky's stash. He did have some money stashed there. 115 groschen isn't really all that much, but for somebody like Reeky, it's probably a pretty good amount of money. Let's go back to his dad and ask him if he knew anything about this. Let's get rid of this. Well, no, we gotta keep that on us, I guess. I can't sprint while I'm overloaded. That's why I wanted to get on the horse, but okay.
I'd like to talk to you about your Hynek.
I'm very busy, so make it quick.
Well, you're getting a...
What can you tell me about the coin I found hidden behind your house?
Coin? What coin? What on earth are you on about?
A pretty pile of groschen nicely stashed away for a rainy day. If I'd known tanning was so lucrative, I'd have switched trades.
I don't know nothing about it.
And I suppose you know nothing about the bloodied gambeson your son hid there too. Of course it would be a shame to throw away such a valuable thing.
Behind my house, you say?
So you really don't know anything about it? Looks like you pulled the wool over your eyes. Still, I'm not surprised he never told you about it, considering how he came by that money.
How did he come by it?
He was paid to raid the Neuhoff stud farm. He and his cronies slaughtered horses, stable boys, and even the owner, Smill.
Jesus Christ, I heard about that. You're saying Hynek was with them?
Almost certainly.
Yep.
He could have at least told me about the money, the little shit.
Forget about that. Tell me where he is.
All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hynek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted...
Well, it's not much to go on.
We've gone through that.
Go. And if he's really in as much shit as you say, please...
Yes, we know. You love your son. But... he did do some very bad things. So we've got all the information we can out of Hynek's father. Now we gotta go back and talk to the innkeeper. Plus these bandits. I'm worried about these bandits. Or I'm not worried about them, but
I just don't get it. What don't you get?
Why do we have to sniff around for some stinking tanner?
Yes, I'm coming to you, innkeeper.
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I'm honored that you think I'm a knight. Reeky.
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hynek.
But ask someone else. I have nothing to do with Reeky. He'd only drive my customers away.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
A friend of Hynek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
So you do know one?
I don't give a damn what deals you've been doing together. I won't tell anyone. I just need to know where Reeky is. It's urgent.
What have our deals got to do with where he disappeared to?
More than you think. It's likely Reeky is hiding out at his poaching lair. And believe me, it wasn't hard to find out who was buying game from him. And it's even easier to go to the castle and tell them. Poaching's a crime, after all.
All right. But give me your word of honour you won't tell anyone about our deal.
You have my word.
Yeah,
Fine.
I don't care about an innkeeper.
So, what do you want to know?
I hear Hynek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly. That is... I don't know where it is at all.
But
I happen to know it's a dark place, a cave or an old mine shaft.
how do you know that?
Whenever Reeky was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so we had to have a light for that.
How much game did he bring you?
Not much, a few pieces. There's no great demand here. Sometimes the gentry has something, otherwise it ends up in sausages.
And do you know of any mine shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft on the headland close to the water.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch you don't break your neck, though. It's rough ground, and you could easily fall down a shaft.
Okay.
May the Lord watch over you.
Knucklehead. Of course we can't leave him be.
So it's just
Brunt would
4
slit your
o'clock.
throat if he heard you.
And he's just some cowardly peasant. What can he do to us?
You really can't get it into your thick
Let's
skull,
see if
can
this
you?
guy knows anything.
It's about our fucking...
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I like that they're starting to think I'm a knight. He doesn't
I'll be with
he
you.
doesn't know anything.
Even your own people have to be afraid of you. Otherwise, they might get the
About her.
idea they can do without you. Get it?
All
Just
right.
taking a break.
But that fellow ain't one of us, though.
You moron.
God
That's
save.
just why we have
How
to
may
get
I
it,
help
right?
you, good night?
So
Yeah,
no
so
one
no
else
one
tries
thinks
it on.
I'm a
It's all the same to
Night.
me. I'll skewer him anyway.
What can you tell me about this Hynek?
Well, while
What
we're
can
at
I
it,
tell
did
you?
ask about him
No,
at the
he's none too popular. No one cares to talk to him.
Seems
Why
he's
not?
always wandering off somewhere.
'cause he
Well,
stinks.
I'm not one to gossip, but I heard he keeps bad company.
What's the tanner like? Hynek's father.
The less I see of him, the better. He's not exactly sparkling company.
Why do they call him Reeky anyway?
Why do you think? Because he's a tanner, of course.
Why, these people.
So why don't people like him?
The old tanner's not an easy man. But a son should never let his father down. Hynek does nothing to help. He's always far too busy with his own affairs, though I wouldn't like to say what those are.
No, you've already said a pretty good amount about it.
And does no one at all talk to him?
That harlot Adela hangs around with him, of course.
Harlot?
She works as a bathhouse wench. Same thing.
Well.
May the Lord watch over you.
All right.
Tanker the bell for me.
Only got 2 hands.
I wonder why he's called Fearless Felix. What time is it now? It's still right at 4 o'clock. Maybe let's I want to see what these...
Can't we just leave him be?
Don't be such a knucklehead.
Alright.
Skull, can you? It's about
All
our
right,
fucking
all-
reputation.
Here.
How can I...
Usually NPCs don't leave but on every hour.
But that fellow ain't one of us, though.
You moron. That's just why we have...
Still talking about the same thing. It's like they don't think anybody's listening to them.
Did you ask about him at the village?
Aye. Nobody knows where he is. Seems he's always
What
wandering...
time it is. Okay, 8 minutes till 6 o'clock.
I'd like a bear.
Minutes went by just in that little bit of time.
1 L, please.
They're bandits, so that makes them fair
I'll be back
game.
in 2 shakes.
That makes them fair game. Let's see. Oh, they're leaving. I think I'm going to save it right here, just in case something really bad happens. Drinking part. Wait a minute. Drinking habit? No. I want to do that one because I think wine... Save Your Schnapps has wine in it, so I'm willing to bet. So where are these guys going? I want to attack these guys, but I don't think I'm going to be allowed to. If somebody sees me attack them unprovoked, I might get in trouble. So nothing to see here. I'm just over here looking at a dog, seeing a man about a dog. Okay, I don't like that dog, so I'm not going to buy him. Oh, it's another dog. I doubt he's for sale either. Don't growl at me.
Who's there? Anthony.
Oh, I'm just following these guys. They're trespassing on your land, but they're going to get off fairly quickly. And I am too. I think she said something else, but I don't know what else. Yeah, she didn't see us. I don't want her seeing me fighting these guys. I'm going to wait a little bit longer till we're out of sight of her. Oh, let's see if I can't.
To hell with you!
Son of a gun, this guy's kicking my butt.
Curse it! Stop! Hear me?
I'm sorry, but bandits die. I cannot let you go because I heard what you were saying. You are after Reeky, and I cannot let that happen. Okay, fair play and all, or let's just put all my cards on the table. I knew these guys were going after Reeky, and I also knew that if I killed them, it would help me in my search for Reeky. And we'll find out later how that works. But right now, we gotta do this. Okay. And we gotta drink a Marigold Decoction because we got beat up a little. I don't really want to carry around hair meat, and I don't want to carry around bad bread rolls. They had some bread. There we go. Oh, I didn't. Did I drink one of these yet? I don't think I did. Okay. So let's go ahead.
What was...
Nothing. Nothing.
What's the matter? You look a bit careworn.
I'm frightened out of my wits.
Did you hear about Lubosh and Ujit?
Yeah, he got gutted. Okay. So... I'm pushing this video a little bit longer than I probably should, but... Oh, yeah, I did. I went all right. Although it is about to get dark.
Yeah.
It's a pretty steep hill. And this horse is trying to Skyrim up this hill. I don't know if it's going to make it. Okay. Hell, I don't even know if I can make it. Well, this is... Okay. Now we're up.
Yeah.
Up. but... Shaft. I've discovered a cave. Looks like somebody's been tanning hides here. Okay.
Jesus Christ, what am I to do? Not that I can expect any useful advice from you. At least, you have no more cares.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck!
A bleep?
Don't kill me. I can explain. I won't tell anyone. I swear, I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men?
No.
Huh. Then who are you?
Oh, I'm just the, okay, I'm here at the behest of Sir
I come here in the name of Sir Radzig Kabila and Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the raid on the Neuhoff stud farm.
Got no idea what you're on about.
Save your breath. If you want any chance to escape the gallows, you better come clean, alright?
Jesus Christ. This will never be over.
So?
Fine then.
That Neuhoff raid of yours didn't turn out quite as planned, did it?
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off. Only Runt's cutthroats was there to shed blood.
What do you mean, Runt's cutthroats?
There were two gangs there, mine and Runt's. We was only there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhoff. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard while they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything what moved, then we knew there was no going back.
Well, we know you were probably not there to slaughter the English language either, but you're doing a pretty good job of it. But, your gang...
That gang of yours, what can you tell me about them?
Don't know what you want to know. There was 4 of us. Me, Timmy, Limy Lubish, and Pius Pava. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us, plan them and the like. He got us into that fucking mess in Neuhoff, too.
What about the others?
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy, I've been with him the longest. He's my one and only friend, I suppose.
Not anymore.
Who got your 2 gangs together? You must have made contact somehow, right?
Pius. He comes to us and says he's got this prime job. We're gonna rob a farm, he says. That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road now and then, nothing fancy. When they told us how much we could make on it, well, we just couldn't refuse.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front. I should have known from the start it was too good to be true.
Where did the rest of your gang end up?
You saw Limpy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but he's no use to me now. Tell me where I can find Pius or Timmy.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him since. Timmy, I reckon, went back to the mill where he works.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit north of Neuhoff.
Okay. Back. Runt's gang.
Did you know any of Runt's people?
Not a one. They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar either. The only thing I know is they called that huge chief of theirs Runt.
Oh, I
and
know
Pius
him.
warned us to watch out for him.
Yeah, I've run into Runt.
I don't suppose you know where they got to after the raid?
On the way to Neuhof, Timmy told me he was at their camp with Pius. I reckon that's where they've gone now.
Did Timmy tell you where the camp is?
Somewhere in the woods. He didn't say nothing more. Thing is, Timmy's got quite an imagination. But Pius roared at him to shut it, so I reckon there must be something in it.
Tell me
Who is this
guy.
Runt? What does he look like? Do you know anything about him?
I never saw him before, but he's massive and scary as hell. Even his own men are afraid of him.
Did you notice what his sword looked like?
No, it was just a regular sword, I think. Why do you ask?
I think I once had the doubtful honour of meeting that bastard, and he has something that doesn't belong to him.
Yeah, that's Runt.
Tell me exactly how the raid went down.
Well, we stormed in from the rear. Runt's people started slaughtering the horses. Jesus, that was bleeding horrible. Meanwhile, me and Limpy had a sniff round the stables to see if we could find anything worth pilfering. And in the end, we got lucky.
What did you find?
Smill, Sir Hanish's groom. I don't know why he was up and what he was doing in the stables, but we took advantage of the situation. Limpy grabs him by the throat and I slapped him round to encourage him to tell us where the money was. Then it all fell apart at the seams. Quicker than you'd believe. Runt comes running up and skewers the groom like a pig for roasting. My jaw dropped. I thought the stuff about killing was just tough talk.
And it wasn't?
Obviously.
No, not in the least.
What happened then?
I'm gaping at Smill, stuck through and through, and I noticed this boy standing at the other end of the stables. The stupid sods pointing at us, jaw hanging down to his knees, saying, "I know you." Runt turns to us and hisses, "Take him down." So me and Lubosh start running, because the lad took to his heels. At the same time, we could hear the noise of the skirmish in the courtyard. We caught up with the boy at the next farmhouse. I knock him to the ground, but he bashes me with some piece of iron so hard my head's ringing like a fucking church bell. Limpy grabs it off him and stands over him with his bodkin in his hand, and I start praying. In the end, Limpy just gives him a kick and says, "Beat it, Ginger." And then Runt shows up at the gate and hollers that we gotta go, so we scarp it.
What happened after the raid?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Same place as we met them before, so he'd know where we were, right? Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him behind. Only when Timmy finally turned up, two of Runt's men were dragging him.
There was some difference of opinion?
You could say that, yeah. They started on us right away that we were traitors. They knew we'd let somebody get away, and now we were going to pay for it. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his bodkin and let that fucker have it in the belly.
Runt?
I wish.
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels. Luckily, they were so buggered from the raid, they didn't follow us for long. They just shouted that they'd find us.
They're doing a pretty good job of it. Okay. What now?
You're coming with me. Sir Radzig and Sir Hanish will want to hear what you've got to say.
Don't suppose there's any chance you might turn a blind eye.
Why should I?
I didn't do nothing all that bad, and I told you everything I know. You can tell them yourself, and leave me here, and in a few weeks I'll pack up and clear off.
Yeah, he's a little fish, and I'm after Runt and his gang, so I think I am going to let him go, because, I mean, I'm not bloodthirsty, and this guy, he's probably not the greatest person in the world, but I don't want to get him killed too, so I'm going to let him go.
It might be best if you disappeared. You're no use to me anymore anyway.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll remember this till the day I die.
Best just try living honestly.
I'll do my best. I promise.
Okay, so get out. Take off. I'm going to take your dagger. I'd run. So that's going to be the end of this video. It's actually a lot longer than I expected it to go. I think it's over 50 minutes. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what went on. So those two bandits that I killed would have attacked Reeky here in this cave at some point. Probably right after I came and spoke to him, because that has actually happened before. But because when you do the Lubish thing and you find out about Reeky, you set a timer on, and if you come here straight away, you can sometimes catch those bandits before they're going after Reeky. Sometimes you miss them, and you have to just come find Reeky, and then you have to fight them here, and it's usually 3 of them when that's the case. So this is one of those time things, and I think that the Timmy part is timed as well. So anyway, that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hit subscribe, hit like, put a comment. Uncle Timo, I did not get to the graphics fix that you told me about, but I am going to get to it soon. Thank you very much. Bye for now.